Kids are ready for summer. For a lot of people, they're already out, but drivers need to be extra safe, looking out for kids running around, maybe chasing a ball in the street.
And our Jordan Tolbert spoke with the experts. So, Jordan, you have some tips to prevent tragedy, right?
That's right, and Bria, whether it's on local roads or even in driveways, I'm told these tragedies happen all too often. But direct supervision of young children, as well as car cameras, can add that extra layer of protection. I spoke with Amber Rollins, the director of KidsInCars.org, a nonprofit focused on preventing accidents with cars and children. She told me that larger vehicles like vans, trucks, and SUVs are dangerous for pedestrians, partially because they have larger blind zones.
So if you're sitting up in a big truck and you're higher off the ground, you can see much further down the roadway, but you can't see what's directly in front of you. And a child just doesn't have a chance if you don't know they're there.
Roland says child-proofing doors in the home to prevent kids from leaving unsupervised and car cameras can keep children safer.
These tragedies happen in the blink of an eye. We all have to turn our backs, to do one thing or another. We cannot have our eyes on our children 100% of the time. And putting in these safety nets and protections is so critical to prevent something, because the cost of losing a child pales in comparison to what we spend to childproof and add cameras.
Now, all new cars must have backup cameras thanks to a federal requirement set a few years ago. But if you're buying a new vehicle, Roland says to consider one with a 360 or bird's eye camera, especially if you have young children.
If you do buy an aftermarket product, it is recommended that you have a professional install that product. As far as the displays and where that display is mounted in your vehicle, for an aftermarket product, you want to make sure that that display is not obstructing your field of view through the windshield or the side windows in any way.
And even though cameras can be an extra layer that helps, Officer Ortiz says you should never solely depend on cameras, but always look around your vehicle before backing out of a spot or your driveway. Bria, Walt?
Yeah, definitely, Jordan. I mean, it's obvious, but children under 5 are the most at risk for something like this because they're so small. So I think these reminders are really important.
And Amber said, kids don't really have a sense of danger always when they are so little. So just something to keep in mind there.
All good points.
Very true.
Jordan, thank you.